Hello everyone, we from Group 3 are going to present the content of our topic, which is discrimination among gender. In this video, we are going to show you the discrimination that happens toward men, women and the LGBTQ+ communities, which is stand for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer and question.
Discrimination can refer to any sort of act or behavior that or single out individual on account of factors such as age, sex, race, national origin, sexual orientation, and gender identity. This can include or extending preferential treatment that state in Healthy Talkback website. Gender discrimination can be understood as the form of prejudice toward gender at any place. Discrimination outside of gender has restriction of freedom in the society. We can observe discrimination is mostly about equality between men, women, and LGBT+ for obtain their rights and experience mobility within the communities. So now we are going to tell you the types of discrimination that men, women, and LGBT+ experience in the society.
Nowadays, women are likely to get harassment compared to men. Research found data about the United States indicate that 1 out of every 10 women are raped or sexually assaulted during their life, while more than half of all women living with men have experienced a backtracking or similar incident of domestic violence. The reason why I say that because women occupy inferior job position and job role. Besides us, we know that women are also a weak person. Therefore, there is no denying that women get a lot of harassment from men. For example, sexual harassment at workplace. In addition, sexual harassment at work has been around for a long time. That is since women began to enter the world of work as in a labor organization.
Objectification of women in media. Objectification of media means treating or turning women as sexual thing in marketing and advertising media. Women are objectified for men's sexual desire in media and including an event held by a company. For example, women play a part in a man color advertisement. This shows that even an advertisement for men are played by women as their main actor partner. Most media advertisements are objectified pretty women that will attract more viewers. The sexuality of women seen as a strong implication in marketing. However, the more media portray women's sexuality with provocatively, the more women seen they will be discriminated and being objectified. This could be the impact of women suffer low self-esteem because women easily feeling shame of their body image and eating disorder. Objectification is major concern and considered unhealthy among womanhood.
Employment discrimination of women. Employment discrimination against women causes job productivity to decline and causes them to feel inferior. So, this causes reduced work performance and invite emotional stress while working. So sad. Women will also have a sense of insecurity and unhappiness caused by improper treatment of women. Some companies look down on women and consider women weaker than men in the workplace. Therefore, men are easier to get job than women nowadays. So, women so hard to get a job right now.
Sex harassment among men. Besides women, men can also be targets of sexual harassment for a variety of reasons, especially at workplace. Men can be sexually harassed because of different positions or status in their jobs. Thus, the cases of sexual harassment among men may include both sexual advances from male co-workers, supervisors, and sexual hazing that can be equally damaging. There are no exact results of complaints and reports regarding this matter. The reasons why there are significant reports on same-sex harassment among men might due to worries of being threatened by co-workers or men can even lose their jobs.
Next discrimination among men is men denied paternity leave. Paternity take-off or leave is the time of a father or man takes off work at the birth or adoption of a child. This kind of take-off is once in a while paid. A number of dynamic companies offer new dates paid time off ranging from a couple of days to many weeks. The negative impact on the career and concerns that rates of paternity pay are non-financially viable. It is illegal for the manager to discriminate against the employee who has taken off, but typically, it is still a common concern for men and it makes numerous hesitants to require paternity leave. Shockingly, numerous bosses spread by denying parental take-off to male workers and other non-birth parents. The second main discrimination is non-flexible working hours. Non-flexible working hour is an irregular work scheduling in which the employee works over the fixed or standard work time. Men employees who work in non-flexible working hours in comparison to those with more normal daily shift times will often experience greater work-related stress. This will cause determinants of work-family conflicts and stress. Work-family is tension and worsened not only by longer working hours a week, but also by irregular shift work. An appropriate nature of flexible working hours should be designed to reduce any adverse effects on health and psychosocial well-being and psychological effects of non-flexible working hours.
Employment discrimination of LGBT. Okay. Discrimination against LGBT leads to a lack of sexual orientation group representation and gender identity in the world landscape. Discrimination and violence in the world of not only harm those who have work, so they have to hide their identity just to get a job. Therefore, many transgender people have difficulty changing their identity as name causes opposition in getting job and guarantees. In addition, LGBT is difficult to get a job because some companies look down on transgender people and do not allow such people to work.
Treatment in public and social settings. Social and public settings in the community can also become unsafe or unwelcoming for LGBTQ individuals, depending on the attitudes and beliefs expressed by those who occupy these spaces. LGBTQ parents, children, teachers, and community workers can face exclusion and abuse from other people in their community through attempted participation in social activities, events, or education-based organizations. Examples of public and social settings where discrimination can occur are schools, playgrounds, community centers, parks, parties, bars, restaurants, and more.
Sexual harassment is an unwelcome or uncomfortable treatment for an individual through 5 types of harassment. Sexual harassment of LGBT people mostly occurs in the workplace. Verbal sexual harassment is the use of obscene language through convocation, critics, making sound, complaints, or even sexually explicit questions. Next is the visual disturbance. This disorder is an act such as sending notes, letters, pictures, and so on. Also, the type of sexual harassment is psychological. This behavior is the act of sexual intimacy, threatening, or persuading. The last of sexual harassment is physical. The act that makes a person feel insecure is holding, hugging, and touching until the victim feels limited. It is clear that sexual harassment by LGBT people has a very bad effect on a victim, especially if it happens in the workplace. Through this video, we learned that discrimination are mostly influenced by genders. Women, men, and LGBT has different ways of discrimination. However, discrimination are more expressive toward the LGBT group side as these groups are seen as different besides gender's norm of men and women. Because of the issue of sexual harassment is increasing or becoming that it happens every day to the victim, which results in them suffering. And there are many reasons leading to gender discrimination which cannot be solved easily. However, with education and progressive growth of people, there are also reasons to trust in the future of gender equality being stopped. Then hopefully people can live in fairness no matter what genders they are.